Welcome back to the channel. We're filming another video with the hiker.
Hiker almost all packed up. We gotta throw the fridge in and let's hit the road. Got something new to show you. It's kind of similar to an S-Pod, a control center. You call it what you want, potato, but they've got all different kinds of names. Basically, it's a way to control a whole bunch of features on your truck. So I could plug the fridge into my connection right there, my 12-volt connection, but on this trip, it's about 2 hours away. We're gonna plug it in to the Jackery 1000 and we'll see how much juice it pulls by the time we get up there. Shouldn't be a whole lot. So what are we having tonight?
Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. Something new.
Smells wonderful.
It does. Provolone.
Where'd you find the recipe?
Marco, what's his, Hernandez. Some overlanding guy that does a lot of really good eats on the road.
So overlanding, I think it was Trail Recon, introduced us to him. And he's got a wonderful YouTube channel, guys, so I'll link it down below. He's got some wonderful meals and a great cookbook for overlanding and camping meals. So go out and check him out. Trying out one of his recipes, we'll let you know how it is. Oh yeah, this thing is looking sweet. You're just gonna have to trust us how good it is, guys.
We have onions and mushrooms and peppers. And then I got a sizzler steak that I just sliced really thin. I think if I do it again, I might try to slice it at home so I can get even thinner than this, but it looks delicious. And then obviously there's provolone cheese on top of it and a ciabatta bun.
Ciabatta bun. All right, give it a whirl.
Let's see. Definitely a maker againer.
Awesome. I love maker beginners. I think we have a new favorite. 2 thumbs up to Marco. Hopefully you see this video. This is amazing. What do you think of the sunset?
It's beautiful. Great ending to a great day.
Yep. She violently shuffles the cards.
Violently, huh?
Shooting the phase 10 everywhere, all over the table.
Oh, they're nicely back together now.
Yeah.
Let's try that one again.
So I won one, and did you win the second one?
I did.
Yeah. That's usually how our cards go. She wins every time.
You won the first one.
Yeah, okay. We'll see.
We decided to check out where we may want to go on our next adventure. This is definitely more our camping style. In the woods, you can hear the birds chirping, squirrels and chipmunks are scurrying throughout the leaves. This actually has a tarred spot for the vehicle, Then it has a campfire ring, a picnic table, and a shepherd's hook. So actually it's pretty nice. This loop has pit toilets, but then they said there's another loop that we're gonna go check out that does have some flush toilets. No power, but that's fine. We've got our solar. We can make that work if we need to. There's a trail right off into the woods there that heads off to Lake Michigan. Told it's about a half-mile little jaunt out there. So this definitely needs to get put on our list of places to check out and to do a little camping adventure.
Why does she always take?
Asparagus brats.
Oh, she's here.
Yeah, I'm not telling you which one. I'm not telling you which one. You have to find out.
Gotta go around and start asking people if their name is Harper.
No.
That's an asparagus brat.
These are brats. Oh, that'll be interesting.
Shouldn't do that.
Why not? Well, she's here. Why can't we go around and find her?
I am working on being super nice. So we're going to show you a video of us having fun sometime. Bye.
Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. That was my little nephew with the intro. We just got back from a 7-day trip. We took my parents and we took my 2 nephews and did a little getaway up to Ludington, Michigan. We stayed at a place called Poncho's Pond. It's an RV park. A little bit glampering for what we like to do camping wise, but it provided cabins. They had really good accommodations, clean bathrooms, clean showers. It's a great place to stay. If you're looking for a place that can accommodate people that have an RV and don't have an RV, check out Poncho's Pond. We'll put a link down in the description. The thing I want to talk to you guys about today is a shelf, putting a shelf in your hiker trailer. We put one in, and before I wanted to go on a video and talk about it, I wanted to actually test it in the field. And we're going to give you the dimensions, what we were thinking about when we designed the shelf, how tall do you make the shelf, some considerations, things we ran into with the trip, and would we do it differently. So we designed the shelf out of the same kind of plywood materials. We acquired the materials from Hiker Trailer. They helped us with the materials so we could match the interior. And then on top of that, we had a friend that came over and took some old Formica from a countertop, shout out to Adam, and we went and put a nice clean countertop on it, which is awesome. It looks great. It kind of gives it a dressy look and keeps everything clean, and then makes the wood extremely durable with the top layer on it. So one of the things you want to consider is if you want your head at the galley end or you want your head down here. That's probably your first thing deciding if you want a shelf or not. For us personally, we like to be able to look out the windows when we sleep and be able to see what's going on. You're near the ventilation, and as you can see, her feet with the shelf put in place, she has plenty of room. She's not even close to having her feet bump the shelf or interfere.
All right, so when deciding how deep to actually make the shelf, we thought at first we were going to go all the way to the door, thinking we might as well take advantage of as much of that shelf as we can. But then we started considering putting the bedding in and on and off, and then taking the mattress in and out. So we end up going shy of the door, which we're very thankful for. So now I can actually pull the mattress up, get the bedding on, and put it back in here without a problem. It ended up being 8 1/4 from the wall out to the edge of the shelf, and then we have the thickness of the wood here as a lip. So I think it's about 8.5 when it's all said and done.
So we'll show you what we mean about folding the bed back and having the width all the way from one side to the other. Being able to fold the mattress and not have it hang up on anything. Wendy's going to demonstrate.
If it had been any farther out, it'd make it much more difficult to pull the mattress out.
Yeah, no doubt.
So when we're debating about how deep to make the shelf, one of the other things we considered was these little felt boxes that we have up in the top cubbies. So we were trying to make it wide enough to put one of these in. From the bottom of the shelf to the mattress ends up being about 15 3/4 inches. So plenty of space for your feet to fit in there without bumping in the shelf. Or when you're turning over, you're not running into the shelf at all. So from the floor to the bottom of the shelf, we've got about 22 3/4 inches. From the floor to the bottom of the cubbies is 31.5 inches. The opening here is about 8 inches, but when you put that lip on there, the actual opening is about 7.5 inches. All right, so we did end up using the air unit this weekend. We found that it blew right here in the shelf area, made it a little bit hard to get it out into the cabin. After we got home, we realized that these can actually twist and turn. You don't push on the outside part. It's kind of this flat area is how it moves, which was very helpful. Wish we would have known that this weekend. And then that can get the air movement out, and then it's not getting caught up on the shelf. You do just need to make sure that there's nothing right here in front of it where the air is coming out.
So what we're going to use to get the air out a little better is put that fan in front. And it's just a little USB driven fan, so we can plug it in right here. And that way we can push the air out into the cabin a little better. Was that a problem this weekend? No, we stayed plenty cold, but just something to help circulate the air a little better. So just to recap, you got to figure out which way you're going to sleep, which direction. Then you got to figure out your overall width. What are you going to put in there? Is it going to be something really big and clumsy? The mattress for us just barely fits through there. Could you go the full width and get it to fit? I'm sure you could, but we didn't want to do that. And then, you got to decide what kind of items do you want to put down there underneath where your feet area. If you're going to put items down there where you're sleeping or not. That's a determination. So hopefully this video was helpful to you. We'll have the full list of the materials and the specs down in the description. If you guys have any questions like normal, put them down in the comments. And like I always say,
like, share, subscribe. See you next time.